Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the ACC, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. You'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Breaks the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. They're trying to get to him. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Yates. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Pumps it downfield. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Syracuse right back at it. Right back to it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Orange will have to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Syracuse. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception and getting in the end zone and showing off why the defensive line is the most athletic position on the field.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now adjusting. Fires downfield. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Extending the play. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love it. I love it. First down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Syracuse 7, Western Kentucky 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's going to pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Hilltoppers will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Davis. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give out of the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The running back has it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
Brings up second down.
Softened him up with the 1. Now to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
The attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Looking down the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Pulls it in.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU. On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hitting just inside their own 20, they need to convert on third and short. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field. It's chopped. Throws to the tight end. Ball in the air. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Trying to get to it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
When you get the incompletion there on third down, you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Line gets set, first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Touchdown, Orange! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off the play fake. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Open space at the 25. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23.
Syracuse, 14.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Keeps looking downfield. He'll let one go down the right side. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Toss to the left. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Western Kentucky 17, Syracuse 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider.
Toss sweep right. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Topper. Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Syracuse 14.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. caught in the backfield. It's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse right back at it.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hilltopper. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
You got to give credit to the play calling, the screen pass on 3rd down. I'm just trying to go feast on quarterbacks.
What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good